All right. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Single Moms Conversations with Kina. Day one listeners, pick up yourself. How y'all doing? And to all of the new ladies that are here, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for being here. You could be any place else in the world, but you're here rocking with this OG. Do me a favor, y'all, and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified as to whenever your auntie is dropping another one, y'all. And yes, ladies, this podcast is for us and by us. I am a proud single mother, and so are you. Yes, you are. I want you to be proud of who you are, and I want you to enjoy the stage of life that you're in. I know. It's Sunday when I'm recording this, and some of you are cooking and cleaning and getting ready for your work week, and you felt like this weekend is just going by too fast. I know. But remember, in all of the chaos, to take a deep breath for yourself, right? Take some breaths and sit down and lean into relaxing just a bit, okay? Because what we do, ladies, is not for the weak. Even though I always wanted permission to be weak. And this is not a sprint, and it's certainly not a marathon. It goes beyond that, because what we do, the work that we do today, will be felt in generations to come. Okay, so we have some important things to do here, y'all. All right, Achiever. Now, y'all already know I'm spotty, okay? I am spotty, and I don't mean to be. It's just when I get off work, oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness, they don't want me on here, you know what I'm saying? But until that day comes where this is my full-time job, auntie gotta work just like you, okay? I'm up in this just like you. And you did see the title. You saw that title, y'all. Auntie coming up in here with a story, because yes, my daughter, your cousin, okay, she graduated, or your niece, she graduated from college. She got her master's degree before the age of 25. Okay, I am so proud. I'm a proud mother right now. Like, you can't tell me nada. You hear me? You can't tell me nothing. There's nothing you can say to me to bring me down. Nothing at all. And we had a weekend of events. So Friday, she had a hooding ceremony. So we went to that. I hooded her. Okay, all right. I put her hood on her, all right, for the masters. And Saturday morning, we had to get up early and go to the graduation. And I was so inspired at this graduation. There was people there of all ages, but I was so proud, listen, ladies, to see all of the women doctors graduate. Listen, and all the women who were getting their master's degrees. And I'm sitting here saying, might I suggest you don't mess with my sis? Okay, because she comfortable, all right? I'm looking at the sisters up there. I'm like, oh my goodness. And everyone that we walk past, we would say, congratulations. We yelling at congratulations. Like, sis, look at what you did, you know? And considering there was such a head start by men, right? Man gave men a huge head start in front of women. And if you would have seen all those women walking, doctors, women with their master's degrees going down the aisles, listen, I was inspired. I was like, yes, it was crazy. But I come to you and tell you my stories because I want you to know that there's a silver light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm here to show you as living proof that there's just a light at the end of the tunnel. When the babies are smaller, you already know what it is. We're busy. But I promise you, if you put in the work, you do the best that you could do. No slacking, okay? Because I'm not saying all of y'all be doing everything, okay? That's your auntie up in this piece. You know what I'm saying? But if you make a commitment to your children, and a commitment to yourself, it all works out. I remember back in the days I used to talk to a young lady. We still talk. Her baby was one of my babies at my daycare. And she said to me, she was like, yo, I feel like I let my children down because I don't have their fathers, in the home or, blah, blah, blah. Or father, sorry. And I'm like, okay, so what? So what? We got you though. She was like, yeah, but when I look at other, people and they got the mother, they got the father, I just wanted that for my girls. And I was like, me too. But it didn't work out, right? But they got the most important person in this whole wide world. They got you. And my question to her was, do you got you? Okay, they got you, but do you have you? Right? And she looked at me strange, and I was like, listen, ain't nobody coming. Right? So they took that from me, y'all. I was the first person to say it. Nobody's coming. And when I said that to her, I said, ain't nobody coming. She just started crying. And she cried and she cried and she cried. I said, well, I hope those are tears for transformation. I'm not a big crier, y'all. I'm just not. I know I'm a Cancer. People be like, Cancers are crybabies and whatnot, but I'm not a big crier. And she's crying. She boo-hoo, and all that stuff. And I just said, I hope those are tears for transformation. I hope those are tears for change. I hope those are tears, that will lead us to success. Don't waste your tears, baby. Please don't. But the truth is, ain't nobody coming. So you're your own prince. Okay? You forget Cinderella. We breaking that Cinderella spell. Okay? Nobody's coming. You got these beautiful girls that have to be taken care of. And that means mommy got to go hard. And that's it. How do you do it? And she was like, I don't know how to do it. I'm going to tell you how you do it. And I'm going to tell y'all how I did it. Okay? I drink my water. I mind my business. I focus on me and the girls. That's it. Nobody else was more important than me and my girls. No dude, no family members, no job. Nothing was more important than me and the girls. This was my family. This is the family I created. Okay, I need y'all to look at the babies and be like, I created this family. And nothing is more important than the girls. And as I was telling my sister at the graduation, sometimes you got to isolate yourself. You see, me and my girls were isolated. We didn't have certain family things around us. And y'all know what your family thing is. And the one thing I did not adapt that my family adapted was 18 is grown. I knew that was a lie because when I was 18, I wasn't grown. Right? I never told my children don't go in my refrigerator. I never told them clean my floors. You know what I'm saying? This is ours. We did a lot of team building. I worked very, very hard to keep my environment leveled. Very hard. Because there's sometimes when your auntie don't want to be leveled, okay? There's some times where I would love to crash out, right? I know how to do this, right? It's home sweet home to me. And you too, right? But I knew for my children, I have to keep a level environment. I have to keep it one way. They should not want for basic things to live, like food, clothing, shelter. Their clothes should always be clean. Their looks should always be neat and together. Even if we didn't have the best clothes, we had the cleanest clothes. You see what I'm saying? All right, because y'all know I thrift. In fact, I wore one of my thrifted coats this weekend to the graduation. Ow, achiever. But I'm saying this to say, your children's future depends on you. You are the person who decides their future. You. How do you decide it? You give them a foundation that's so strong that it can't be broken. You keep your mother arms open to them, right? Even when there's times where you have to reprimand them, right? You always do it as mother, not as angry woman, right? Angry woman might say something that will hurt them for the rest of their lives. Mother speaks with wisdom to her children, Okay? You keep a peaceful home. And you keep drama away from you, because we need you to be a level-headed mother. We don't need you to be a crying, sad mother. We need you to be a happy, I'm making some fried chicken in the kitchen, music blasting mother. Right? Or however you get down. Some of y'all like, Auntie, I'll do that fried chicken. I'll put chicken in the air fryer. You see what I'm saying? All bougie and everything. I got you. Well, go ahead then and put it in the air fryer. But we need the smells of love in the homes. We need you shining, looking your best, being the best version of yourself, because they're going to copy you. You are programming their subconsciousness. Right now, the subconscious mind is being programmed by you. Yeah. You like, who, me? Yeah, you. I'm playing. Look, your auntie's in this neuroscience class and it's blowing my mind, right? This course is blowing my mind. But I've said this before, but to really see it and have it broken down for me is really a lot, right? It's a lot. But it's very important that we set the stage for our children so that they can thrive. When the foundation is solid, the children thrive. Okay? All right? So on that note, can I go home? Can I go home? And I get it. Sometimes, ladies, we weren't given good examples of these things. All right? Like, you ever hear the guys, they be like, I wasn't given a good example of a father, so that's why I'm a bad father. You know what I'm saying? I've heard them say that, and I want to say something to them, okay? Sometimes we weren't given the best examples, right? But lead with love. Lead with your heart. Remember how you felt as a child, right? Remember how you felt as a child? Was if it was good, that's what you want. You want your babies to have that same good feeling, right? But if it wasn't good, right? I want you to think, like, maybe I could be the parent I wish I had. Maybe I could be that person, you know, to my children that I was searching for as a child, right? The power remains with you. You're a mother. You can do these things, all right? Okay? All right, so, okay, shorty. On that note, I'm getting on up out of here. I'm not going to stay too long, all right? Because that's just the message I wanted to say to you today. Ladies, and y'all do the best that you can do. And you see, it'll work out. It'll work out. But you got to put your best foot forward. And don't put nobody. You hear me? I don't care if it's a relative. I don't care if it's your mama. You don't put nobody in front of your children. Think about the welfare of your children first. Okay? All right? Okay. So on that note, for real, I'm getting on up out of here. I want to thank you so much for being here. You could be any place else in this world, but you're here rocking with this OG. And ladies, if no one has told you that they love you, I want you to know that your auntie loves you, and I will talk to you soon. And remember, I am proof that it works out. First daughter, bachelor's in business, right? Second daughter, associates, bachelor's, master's before age 25. Okay? The baby, she's in college. She made a decision yesterday after going to the graduation that she wants to become a dentist. Okay? I did nothing fabulous. I came home, I cooked, I put some music on, I watched a TV show with them, right? And I talked to them about a lot of metaphysical things, all right? That's all I did. They did the rest. But I laid that foundation for them, okay? All right? It works out if you want to work it. I love you, ladies, to the moon and back. I'll talk to you soon. Peace and hair grease, y'all. Achiever.